Hi, and welcome to your practice today. Today I'll be sharing with you a sequence for the hips and the hamstrings. If you have a blanket or a small cushion that you can sit up on, have that nearby, and we're also going to be using a strap as well. So if you have that, or maybe it's a belt, just have that close by your side. We're going to begin sitting up in an easy posture. So any discomfort in the low back, go ahead and sit up on your pillow. Allow the knees to come to the floor. Lengthen the spine upward. Relax the shoulders. Sit for a few minutes in stillness. Eyes are closed. Noticing the flow of breath. Inhaling deeply and exhaling. Extra relaxation in the hips, the knees. Go ahead and open the eyes, or maybe you like to keep them closed. We're going to begin to make small circles with the upper body. Gradually making those circles bigger, and noticing the movement of the spine. You can go as slow or as quickly as feels right for you today. Notice how the upper back feels, the neck, the shoulders, the hips. You're slowly making those circles a little bit bigger. And then we return to center, and we start on the other side. So small circles first. I usually like to do these type of movements with my eyes closed, because then that helps me to tune inward and to really feel and notice the movements of the body, and noticing the tightness, noticing the sensations. So making circles the opposite direction, as big or as small, as fast or as slow as feels right for you. And just noticing body movements, allowing your body to loosen up. And coming back to center again, we're going to extend the right leg out to the side. Heel presses down, toes point up. We're going to rest the right hand just onto the thigh. Then take your left hand just behind the head, and then open up with, trace the elbows back and up, looking up to the ceiling. You should feel a nice stretch in the left side of the body. Once you're here, you can begin to move that elbow towards the direction of your right toes. But there's no need to move any other place than where you are. You feel the stretch in the left side body. Stay and breathe. And release. Bring the right leg back in and take the left leg out to the side. Bring the heel as close as you can to the body. Sit up tall. Rest the left arm on the left thigh. Right hand behind the head. And first we're just going to open up the elbow. Look up to the ceiling. And then once you're there, you can stay here, or you can trace the elbow towards the toes. It's not going to be a very great big movement. Very subtle movements. Keep pressing the back of the head into the palm. Elbow reaching back and across. Notice the stretch. Awareness of breath to the stretch, to the sensation. Come back to center. We're going to bring the left foot back in. Take a little forward fold here. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, begin to bring the belly over the feet, maybe the forearms to the floor, and just drop your head down. Inhale, slowly lifting back up to center. We're going to keep the left leg as it is and just take the right leg and we're going to place the right knee next to the left foot. We're going to begin to lean back, so maybe take your hands behind your hips and lower onto your forearms, keeping both knees reaching towards the floor. Some of you might be able to lower your back completely to the floor. Try to keep that right knee onto the floor. Breathe into the stretch that you feel in the front of the right thigh. And then slowly press yourself back up, back onto your forearms, back onto your hand. You're going to take this on the other side. So right knee bends, left knee rests right next to the right. Take a few moments to get yourself in position. And when you're ready, begin to lean back. Take your hands back first, lower to your forearms, and then maybe some of you might be able to lower down back all the way to the floor. One is not better than the others, as long as you feel the stretch in the fronts of your left hip and thigh. And that's what we're looking for. Breathe deeply. Relax. Knees are heavy, dropping towards the floor. And begin to make your way back up onto your forearms, back onto your palms, and back to center. We're going to swing the legs over. So facing the short side of your mat. Extend both legs out in front of you. Have a little bend in the knees, or legs can be straight, pressing into the floor. Inhale, we're lifting up, find length in the spine. And exhale, we're going to reach towards the toes. If you can hold the big toes, go ahead and hold them. If you can't quite reach your feet, you're going to use your strap. Just place it right around the balls of the feet. Do you want to keep your arms straight at all times? Back straight. And then you're going to stay right here. So you can give yourself as much strap as you need. Press the backs of the legs into the floor. Keep your arms straight and back straight. You can begin to slowly walking your hands towards your feet as and when you're ready. If you're holding on to your toes, same thing, chest forward, arms straight, looking at your toes. We're not looking to lower, we're just looking to lengthen the spine up. Activate the backs of the legs, pressing the backs of the legs into the floor. Keeping the legs active, you're going to lift up your left leg and lower. And lift up your right leg and lower. Lift up the left leg and lower. Lift up the right leg and lower. Release, come back to center. Bring the right foot in towards the left thigh. You want to get the heel as close to your body as you can. Inhale, reaching up. We're going to take a forward fold with one leg this time. So again, finding the foot or the toes or using your strap. We're going to lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Right knee drawing towards the floor. Awareness to the breath. Notice how are you breathing here in this posture. And now wherever you are, see if you can lower down a little bit deeper by bending the elbows, bringing the belly towards the thigh, chest down. On your next inhale, lift up and release. Bring the right knee back to center, extend it out in front. Take it onto the other side. Bend the left knee. Heel comes up and close to the body. Left knee drops down to the floor. Find your sit bones and sit up tall as you inhale, lengthen. Exhale, begin to fold forward, using your strap or finding your toes with your fingers. We're going to keep it nice and upright first. So straight legs, straight arms, maybe using a strap. Press the backs of your right leg into the floor. Pressing your left knee down into the floor. Focus on lengthening the spine, lifting the chest. Shoulders drop away from the ears. And now we're going to go a little bit deeper by bending the elbows, whether using a strap or not. Bend the elbows, bringing them towards the floor. Head does not need to drop down. Belly towards the thigh. Stay wherever you feel the stretch. Stay and hold. Try to relax the muscles. And release. Inhale, lift the chest. We're going to take the left leg. Knee points up to the ceiling. Hold on to your right ankle, and we're going to take it back behind. Again, if this feels uncomfortable, feel free to sit up on your little blanket or cushion. Inhale here. We're going to take a quick forward fold. Inhale to center. And now we're going to lay back, just like how we did before. So take your hands behind the hips. Come down onto your forearms. Stay here. Or maybe some of you might find it comfortable to lower your back onto the floor. Wherever you go, take it easy, keep it slow. There should be no pain in the lower back, otherwise you've gone too far. You should be able to breathe easy. If you're up on a cushion, then you are likely to not lower down onto your back. Then you will stay up onto your forearms. A few more breaths here. And begin to make your way back up onto your forearms. Take your time. Then press up onto your palms. And come back to sitting up tall. We're going to bend the right knee. Hold on to the toes. And lift your heel, your foot off of the floor. See if you can begin to straighten up that right leg. Keeping your spine nice and tall, toes pointing towards the head. We're going to take a twist. So with your left hand, hold on to the outside of the right. And with your right hand, reach it back and behind, straighten out the leg. Lift the chest up and begin to twist. Looking to the side wall or maybe back towards your right thumb. Coming back to center, release the right foot, release your left foot. Maybe you need to shake them out a little bit before we go on to the other side. Begin by bending the right knee. Hold on to the right heel, and then just lower the right knee towards the floor. Your right heel is very close to your right hip. Begin to come down onto your back or maybe onto your forearms. Take your hands behind your hips. Tuck your tailbone under to protect your low back. Pause here for a few minutes. If you feel the stretch very intensely, you're just going to stay here. If you want to feel more, if you think your body is ready for it, go ahead and lower your back onto the floor. Keep the tailbone tucking in to lengthen the low back. Wherever you are, try to relax as much as possible. Connect to the breath. Breathe into the front thigh and hip. And slowly come out. Make your way back up onto your forearms, onto your hands. We're going to move straight into a little forward fold. Find that length in the spine first. And then bring the belly over the thighs. You don't have to hold your feet. Nothing has to touch. Just hang wherever you can hang. Stay and hold. Inhale. Moving on out. Bend the left knee. You can use a strap or just hold on to the foot and begin to straighten. So first you're going to lift the foot off the floor, finding your balance, and then begin to straighten. Maybe your leg doesn't straighten all the way. This is good. Stay here. If it can straighten, straighten. As long as you're feeling the stretch, that's what we're looking for. It doesn't matter what shape your body is making, how you look. You want to keep the spine lengthening upward, chest lifting up. Bring the toes towards your head. And now we twist with the right hand. You can bend the knee first if you like. Hold the outside of the right foot. And then reach the left arm back. Begin to straighten the leg as straight as it goes. Bent. You can also keep it bent. Just keep reaching the heel out away from you and toes come towards you. Sit up tall. Look over to your left thumb or just straight to the side wall. Notice how you're breathing. And release, relax. We're going to bring the right leg out, back in front. Shake the legs out. And come to lay down on your back now. Have your strap close by. Extending the legs out in front of you. Keep the feet together. Bend the right knee and bring it in toward the chest. On inhale, lift your head up. And see if you can touch your forehead to the knee. If it doesn't touch, don't worry. Just keep moving it in that direction. I'm taking 3 breaths here. And release the head to the floor. You're going to hold on to your big toes or take your strap. And we're going to take it just around the ball of the foot. Keep straight arms, straighten the legs. So give yourself as much strap as you need to. Press the heel up toward the ceiling, toes down towards your head. Hips relaxed. Arms are straight, shoulders into the floor, neck super relaxed. And you're kind of drawing your foot and your hip down into the floor. Remember, this does not need to be painful. It should not be painful. You should feel the stretch. You should be able to breathe easy. We're going to take both straps into the right hand. Reach as high up as you can. And we're going to keep the hips on the floor with your left hand. Hold your left hip in place and begin to bring your right leg out to the right side. Keep pressing the heel away from you. Keep reaching the toes towards your head. And just go as far as you can to feel the stretch comfortably, or give yourself as much slack as you need to in your strap to bring your leg down. But not too much so that you don't feel anything. You want to keep feeling the stretch. Come back to center. And now we take the strap into the left hand. We're going to take the right hand out to the right side and now bring the right leg all the way over. Toes will point down towards the floor, heels up to the ceiling. And now you should feel a really, really good stretch on the whole outer edge of your right hip, leg, hamstring, and back to center. Take the strap into both your hands, and this time lift your head up towards your knee. And get your head as high as you can. And relax, release. Both legs to the floor. Be still. And for a moment, notice your right leg and notice your left leg. And feel the effects of the stretches that we just did on the right side. Feel the differences comparing it to the left side. Open your eyes if they're closed, and we're going to do the same thing on the left side. Bend the left knee, bring it in toward the chest. On an inhale, lift your head up, forehead to the knee or towards the knee. Your right leg is straight and grounding into the floor. And release your head, shoulders back to the floor. Get ready with your strap. Take it just over the balls of the foot and give yourself as much strap as you need to be able to straighten the leg. You're going to press the back of the heel towards the wall, press the heel up to the ceiling and the toes towards your head. And with the strap and your straight arms, you're going to pull the leg and the hip back down into the floor. So even if this leg is not very close to your head, you're going to feel that stretch. And that's what we want. We don't want to overextend, but we want to get a deep stretch into the hamstrings. Where do you feel the tightness? Where do you feel the resistance? Notice and take your breath to that spot. Breathe into the muscles and relax. Give them space. Release with the exhale. Breathing deeply. Using your breath to go deeper into the stretch. and then like we did on the first side, we're going to hold the strap first into the left hand, get it as high up on that strap as you can, and then begin to take your left leg out to the left side. You want to keep the leg as straight as you can, heel pressing away from you. If it bends a little, that's okay. It does not have to reach the floor. With your right hand, gently hold down your right hip. Sometimes the right hip likes to lift up, but don't let it. Keep it grounding in towards the mat. Feel the stretch along the inner hamstring, the inner thigh. Now coming back to center, pausing for a moment. So we're going to switch the strap into the right hand this time. Left arm will extend out to the left side. Point your toes towards the right side and begin to bring the toes down to the floor while the heel presses up toward the ceiling. And you should feel a really good stretch. The whole outside of the right thigh, the right leg. Again, the leg does not have to come to the floor. Just kind of let it hover. Your elbow can rest on the floor. Notice the sensation. Take the awareness of the breath to where you feel the stretch. And come back to center. Once again, holding the strap in both the left hand and the right hand. Straight left leg. On an inhale, lift the head up, up, up towards the left leg. And relax, release. Set your strap off to the side. Both legs extended out, arms away from the body. Feel the legs, feel the hips, feel the space that we just made. Bring both feet to the floor. We're going to keep the feet where they are and just drop the knees to the left. Center, drop the knees to the right. Center, and we're just going to go swish wash the knees from side to side. Go at your own pace. You can go do this slowly. You can do this quickly. Just giving the hips a little release. Knees falling from left, and knees falling to the right. Back to center, lower back onto the floor. We're going to take the right thigh over the left thigh. And if you can hook your right toes behind the left leg, do this. Otherwise, just on top is also going to work just great. You're going to take the arms out to the side and bring the knees over to the left side. So just drop them to the floor. Look over towards your right fingertips. Breathe deeply. See if you can get the right part of your back to release to the floor. Come back to center. Unravel your legs. And this time the left thigh over the right. Maybe you can tuck the left toes behind the right foot. This time we drop the knees over towards the right. Look over the left shoulder. Use the breath to relax into the twist. Allow the back, the left part of the back to release back down to the floor. With every exhale, relax and release the body into the twist. Come back to center. Unravel your legs. Extend your legs out in front of you. Take the arms, some space between the arms and the body. Face upward, fingertips naturally curled. Allow the toes just to flop open. Just make adjustments to your position where you can get comfortable. Lengthen the back of the neck. Close the eyes, close the mouth. Relax the forehead, relax the jaw. Allow your body to come to stillness. With every exhale, allow the body to get heavy, surrendering the weight of the body to the floor. Arms are getting heavy. The back is getting heavy. The right hip heavy. The left hip heavy. The whole right leg is heavy. The whole left leg is heavy. The whole body gets heavier with each exhale. Begin to notice and feel the parts of the body that are contact with the floor. Begin to notice and be aware of the space that your body is taking up in this room. Begin to notice and be aware of the natural breath, the gentle movements of the chest and of the abdomen as you naturally breathe in and breathe out. Begin to notice and be aware of the sensations on your skin. The sensations on your face, the air touching the skin on your face. The sensations of one lip touching the other. The sensations of hair on your head. The sensations of your breath moving in and out of your nostril. The sensations of your clothes touching your skin. The sensations of your fingertips. Begin to notice and become aware of the whole body right at this moment. All the sensations, all the feelings right at this moment. Feel everything that you can, all at the same time. Become aware and notice the sounds that you hear around you. The sounds close to you, the sounds far away from you. And once again, notice and become aware of your natural breath. Notice and become aware of the sensation of stillness within the body. stillness and relaxation. Notice and become aware of what kind of thoughts are coming into your mind. Just be aware of them, let them come and let them go. You are only the observer. Begin to deepen your breath just a little bit, taking a little more breath into your lungs. And exhale completely. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Begin to bring a little bit of movement into your fingertips, into your toes, taking your head gently from side to side. Reach your hands over your head and stretch. And when you're ready, roll onto one side. Take a couple breaths here. And press yourself up all the way back to sitting. Finding an easy pose. Palms to the center of the chest. Make a little bit of friction. Place the palms over the eyes. Gently blink the eyes open. And release the hands. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed your practice. If you found it beneficial and would like to practice with me again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you very soon on your mat. Have a great day.